welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be a tough one. We're diving into the heartbreaking, mysterious, and downright shocking death of Chrissy Lampkin, the woman many of us came to adore as the queen of reality TV. She was also the longtime partner of rapper Jim Jones. We broke the news to y'all last week that Chrissy had passed in what initially appeared to be a deadly car crash. But now, the new details coming to light are leaving us with more questions than answers. Was this really just an accident, or is there something more sinister at play here? Go ahead and grab your tea and your tissues because we're going deep into this. Chrissy wasn't just a reality star. She was a whole mood fierce, fearless, and absolutely unforgettable. From holding her own on Love and Hip Hop, New York to showing a gentler side with Jim Jones, Chrissy won hearts everywhere. For years, we saw their relationship unfold on TV, the highs, the lows, the proposals, the fiery arguments, the passion. It was raw, real, and something we couldn't look away from. She was a woman who stood strong for her man and never backed down from speaking her truth. And that's exactly why this loss feels so heavy. It's like we didn't just lose a public figure, we lost a sister, a friend, a queen who always spoke her mind and stood tall, no matter what. So here's what we've learned. Chrissy Lampkin was involved in a fatal crash last week. Initially, police called it a tragic yet straightforward accident. Yes, a heartbreaking event, but nothing out of the ordinary. But y'all, new footage, fresh reports, and a statement from Jim Jones himself have shifted the entire narrative into something much more chilling and disturbing. Dash cam video from Chrissy's car, now confirmed by police, shows that for at least 15 minutes before the collision, a large truck was following her way too closely. This wasn't just tailing, this truck wouldn't let her pass, wouldn't let her breathe. And then, just 30 seconds after she finally managed to cross a hectic intersection, the truck sped up and slammed into her car. The impact was so brutal. Sources say Chrissy died on the spot. Let that settle in for a moment. But that's still not everything. What really sends a shiver down your spine is what Jim Jones shared not long after it all happened. A clip of Jim went viral the day after, showing him in tears, recalling his last conversation with Chrissy. According to Jim, Chrissy called him shortly before the crash. In her words, she said, "I feel not okay." Something just doesn't sit right. Jim, trying to ease her anxiety, said, "What do you mean? Everything's fine, right?" But Chrissy wasn't feeling fine, not at all. She told Jim, "There's a truck following me. I don't think it's safe. I think someone's trying to push me off the road." Y'all, just imagine the fear in her voice, the panic. She knew something was wrong, and Jim later confirmed that during that call. He heard a terrifying sound, something he said he'll never forget. A scream, a noise, something explosive. And just like that, Chrissy was gone. The dash cam footage is now in the hands of investigators, and from what's been reported, it shows some seriously unsettling behavior. The truck had no visible license plates, swerved behind her in an aggressive manner multiple times, and after the crash, it never stopped. This is not making sense, not one bit. People who were near the crash site say they didn't just hear a crash, they heard a loud bang. Something that didn't sound like your average impact. One witness even said it felt like an explosion. But as of now, there's been no official confirmation of that detail. The footage hasn't been made public, yet it's only been seen by police and described by sources close to the case. Jim Jones, who usually keeps his deepest emotions guarded, couldn't hold back this time. You could hear the pain in his voice, see the tears in his eyes. This wasn't just about losing a partner, he lost his soulmate, his best friend, the one who stood by him through everything. He opened up to fans, saying he's haunted by that final call. The fear in her voice, the sound of what may have been her last moments, and the worst part, being completely helpless on the other end of the line, while something devastating was unfolding miles away. Since then, Jim has posted tributes all over his socials, but he's also been vocal about demanding answers. He doesn't believe this was just a freak accident. And fans, they're right there with him. Y'all already know the internet doesn't stay quiet for long. Fans are speaking out. Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, everywhere you look. It's filled with tributes, theories, and sorrow. People are reposting old clips of Chrissy and Jim, remembering their iconic TV moments, her unforgettable one-liners, and the love the two shared. But they're also calling for justice, asking for a deeper investigation. It's exactly why this loss feels so heavy. It's like we didn't just lose a public figure, we lost a sister, a friend, a queen who always spoke her mind and stood tall, no matter what. So here's what we've learned. Chrissy Lampkin was involved in a fatal crash last week. Initially, police called it a tragic yet straightforward accident. Yes, a heartbreaking event, but nothing out of the ordinary. But y'all, new footage, fresh reports, and a statement from Jim Jones himself have shifted the entire narrative into something much more chilling and disturbing. Dash cam video from Chrissy's car, now confirmed by police, shows that for at least 15 minutes before the collision, a large truck was following her way too closely. This wasn't just tailing, this truck wouldn't let her pass, wouldn't let her breathe. And then, just 30 seconds after she finally managed to cross a hectic are trending right now as people continue to push back against the idea that this was just a random car crash. Fans everywhere are demanding that the dash cam footage be made public. They want to know who was behind the wheel of that truck. Why were they trailing her for a full 15 minutes? Why didn't they stop after the impact? And why did Chrissy herself feel like something was off? Now here's where things take an even darker turn. According to one source close to Chrissy, in the week before her death, she had been getting strange messages, anonymous texts, weird phone calls. At the time, she didn't think too much of it. But now, all of that is casting a far more chilling shadow over this whole situation. We're not here to spread conspiracy theories, but when a woman says she's being followed and then dies in a crash that seems anything but accidental, we have to ask the tough questions. Was Chrissy being watched? Was this more than just road rage? Could someone have been trying to shut her up? Even through all the pain and uncertainty, fans are rallying together to honor Chrissy's life and the mark she left behind. Candlelight vigils have taken place in both New York and Miami. At the crash site, people have left flowers, letters, and tributes. Folks are sharing stories about how Chrissy inspired them to speak their truth, stand tall, and never say sorry for being exactly who they are. She wasn't perfect, none of us are, but she was authentic, and that's what made her unforgettable. This story is still unfolding. So many pieces are missing, and we're hoping no. We're demanding that justice be served. Chrissy Lampkin did not deserve this. And if someone is responsible, we need answers, we need accountability. In the meantime, let's hold space for Jim, for Chrissy's loved ones, and for everyone who felt a connection to her. Let's remember the bold, loving, and unforgettable soul she was. And let's not stop asking the hard questions until we finally get the truth. Rest in power. Chrissy, you'll always be our queen. If you found this video helpful or eye-opening, don't forget to tap that like button and hit subscribe for more updates. We're staying on top of this story and we'll keep bringing you the latest as it comes in. Drop your thoughts below in the comments. Do you believe this was just a tragic accident, or do you think there's something deeper going on here? Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay safe, stay aware, and take care of one another. And if you're caught up in the mystery like we are, be sure to check out my other messy video where we dive even deeper into the strange and wild turns of Chrissy's final days. Trust me, you don't want to miss that one. Click into the next video and keep that tea flowing.